Now, if you want to start the downswing like the 1%, the best players in the world, where you see their club shaft shallowing, their lower body separating and staying in posture and turning throughout the downswing as a result, then you have to avoid what 9 out of 10 golfers do, because so many golfers try to achieve this exact same thing, but they're going about it completely wrong. Like it's in the title, 99% of golfers do this, and we've got to do exactly what the 1% do, and I'm going to teach you how to do that simply in this video. So guys, let's get straight into it. Starting the downswing correctly is so incredibly important, because if we don't do that correctly, the rest of our downswing is going to be an absolute disaster. That's why it's such a common topic a lot of you guys ask. So what do 99% do? And then we'll get into what the 1% do with some great drills. So what 99% do to try and get that club shaft shallowing, that lower body separating, is they try to physically manipulate the movement via pulling down the shaft. So if we are pulling down the club to get it in the slot, we are absolutely ruining our downswing. So when we pull the shaft down, what we're going to see straight away, if I put, again, that force, that pressure downward on the handle, what happens to the club shaft? It's going to do the opposite of shallowing. It's going to start to steepen. So absolutely terrible. Now, when we have a steep shaft, if we try to turn and stay in posture with that, we are going to, if I show you here, going to have the most horrendous looking downswing. I mean, look at that. I chunked it completely. I hit it 21 yards and I swung way over it, so much so it didn't even pick up the club path. So when we stay in posture with a steep shaft and turn, we're not only going to chop across it, big over the top, but just like there, I chunked it. Why did I chunk it from doing that? It's because when I pull the hands down aggressively to try and get the club into the slot, try to get the good things we see the tour pros do, I'm actually lowering my swing arc, the height of the swing, more into the earth. So if I get my swing going more down, the swing arc more down into the ground, lower than the golf ball, what's the club going to do? It's going to reach the ground early, you're going to chunk it. So what we see so many players do when they really pull that shaft down to match it up, you'll see them stand the body up just like that going through the golf ball. And they think, oh, why can't I stop early extending, popping my head up? Whatever they of course, frame it to be like, early extension is what it is. It's to get the club back out the ground again because they pulled it down. But also, when we have a steep shaft and we stand the body up, the club also shallows out later. So there's loads of different reasons that go from there. And one other really deadly thing that can happen for some players, again, if their body stalls out their rotation as well, they're going to get stuck, because if their trail arm gets really behind the body, it can happen to some. Again, that's not going to be good as well. You've got to, again, stand up and throw everything out in front of you. So you could steepen the shaft, swing over the top if you stay in posture from there, chunk it. You could early extend. You could get the right arm stuck. It's not the way to do it. That's not how the 1% do it. So let's get straight to that. Now, what the 1% do, they don't do anything with their hands and arms to start off that downswing. So that's where they're not trying to pull down, they're actually trying to leave their hands where it is. They're just trying to move the body correctly. So if we leave our hands and arms up at the top, again, it's for an absolute split second, they actually stay there, would look almost unnoticeable, but that's the sensation. So they're staying there, but we're letting that lower body and mid-torso turn, and upper body moves afterwards. So essentially, they're getting that pressure into the lead side with the left hip going back. We see so many players talking about this, like Tommy Fleetwood, Justin Rose, for example. They're talking about that pressure getting left and getting that left hip going back. And if you're doing that whilst keeping the hands and arms up, what happens? Look at that, the club shaft shallows, your club starts to fall on path, your swing height hasn't changed all over the place, so you can just stay in posture and turn. Again, what we're doing, we're getting pressure left, but we're getting that left hip to go back at the same time. It's like almost like your belt buckle region is trying to get over your left heel. That gets pressure left, but it also gets the hips moving back again. What happens to the shaft? It tips back and shallows on its own. So that's why when you see these guys with a really good shaft movement, really good club path, they're not trying to do it. They're just moving their body nicely. Pressure left, getting those hips back, belt buckle over the ankle region. Does it all really, really nicely. Nice little push draw there. So we're going to get into exactly how to train this, because this makes such a huge difference. So there's 2 drills I want you to do here. The one with the golf ball, very challenging, but that's rightly so, because it targets this area perfectly. So you've got to do that drill. So first and foremost, a dry drill. So dry drills is drills without a golf ball. So what we do, we're training this movement and we're taking the arms completely out of it, which is why haven't got a club in my hand. So what we do, we get our left arm, we pin our left arm across our shoulders here. So like we're in kind of like a faux top of the backswing position. Now what we do here, we get pressure left, and we get that belt buckle going on top of the heel or ankle region. That's getting the hips moving back, getting deeper, keeping you in your posture. But of course, we're pinning this left arm back. And when you do that movement of pressure left, getting that belt buckle onto the heel, which will do all that combined, you're going to notice how you're really going to feel like your left arm starts to pin into your chest. You feel that pressure getting tighter in that left pec area. And you don't really need to feel like you're pinning it back all too much. It will happen automatically. So you can imagine if there's a club in your hand, it's going to start to shallow, it's going to start to fall on good path. So let's say we do a bunch of these. Let's say we do 5 of these. Really getting that sensation, top of the backswing. Again, getting that good belt buckle going over to the left heel. Just that first movement. Again, it will all unwind after that. Again, how quick is the downswing? It's just under a second. If we get the start of it right, it's going to carry on through it. That's why if you're a golfer who's trying to get a good position here, good position there, good position there, how impossible is that in that short space of time that downswing's performed? Again, the top pros aren't trying to do that, so you shouldn't either. So, okay, drill with the golf ball. This is one of my most influential drills on my own golf game that I've ever had, and this is the step through drill. So we see a lot of the top tour players do this, where they set up to the golf ball, they bring their left foot over to their right, club then goes in between their feet, and as soon as they take their club back, they step forward. So why does this help so much doing this step through drill? So step forward and swing through from there. It's because it gets that pressure moving so early, there's no way that you can get the arms overactive and pulling the shaft down. Everything happens from there. It's an exaggerated, let's say, good sequencing. So again, left foot over to the right, club out the middle. As soon as the club goes back, we step forward and just swing through. It's a great drill to do, really, really difficult. For me, you can probably see from some of my other videos, it's really difficult for me because I have cerebral palsy, which affects my left side. So for me, it's doubly hard getting into my affected side from there. But why I'm saying that is because I can do it, you can do it too. But really good one. I should do this drill a hell of a lot more, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, left foot to the right. As soon as I take the club back, step forward, that gets that good sequencing. You won't even remotely be thinking of what your arms are doing when you're doing this. You're just going to try and get good contact, and your body's going to move athletically like you're throwing a ball. Everything's going to be moving through nicely. Again, it makes it much more athletic, which is essentially what the top players are doing. Oh, that was nice. Again, it feels powerful as well. What you're going to experience when you start to get the hang of this is you're going to hit the ball a little bit further doing the drill. You'll hit it further doing the drill most of the time than you would be hitting a normal shot, but that's because you're exaggerating that sequencing. So again, there's no pull down happening. It's rewiring your brain to take that pull down out of it and get the body movement nicely. You're going to be getting that good sequencing that we've just talked about. That might be a little bit left, that one, but still, I couldn't care less where the ball goes when I do this drill. I just want to make contact, because if I can make good contact, I'm getting all that sequencing through. Again, it's rewiring your brain, which is what we want. So let's say we do 3 of those. So absolutely, I think I've done 3, but let's do 1 more because I've lost count. So step over, as soon as I take the club back, step through, and there we go. Okay, then what we do, we go back for 5, doing our drill, dry drill, getting, again, belt buckle over the heel. It's going to pin everything back. It's going to keep everything back there. And then we do another 3 doing the step through drill. And we repeat that for our entire practice. But then if, let's say, the last little bit of your practice session, you want to do a couple sets of 3, just making sure you're getting the feeling, of course, without doing the drill. Again, you're keeping the hands and arms up there. Belt buckle goes over that left heel. That gets you all the good moves we want. And then turn through, you're going to feel a little bit whippier. Look at that, dead on target. So, like with anything, you've got to train it. That feeling absolutely might give a little light bulb moment to a good few of you out there. But again, can't guarantee it's just going to do that for everyone. You've got to train everything. There's, again, literally every golfer, some of them might have had light bulb moments, that things just boom, went into their golf swing like that. But again, 99% of the time, again, 99%, there's from a lot of training, a lot of training. So train this, if you're really struggling with that start, the downswing, and you're going to be having a so much better downswing to where you are really going to be playing much better golf. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button for more golf instruction, just like this. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.